I never thought my life would take such a turn, but looking back, it all makes sense now. It wasn't one big moment that changed everything. It was the small, seemingly insignificant choices I made every day. It all started with Leonardo, an old friend I hadn't seen in years. He was the kind of man who always had his life together, effortlessly successful while I stumbled through the same struggles year after year. One evening, over coffee, I finally asked him, "What's your secret? Why does everything seem so easy for you?" He smiled, stirring his tea slowly, as if savoring the moment. "We are nothing but the sum of our habits," he said. "Success isn't about motivation, it's about systems. Let me show you." That night, Leonardo invited me to his home, meticulously organized space, with bookshelves lined with wisdom, a journal on his desk, and a whiteboard filled with notes and goals. "I wasn't always like this," he confessed. "Years ago, I was struggling, unfocused, and wasting time. But then, I discovered something life-changing." He explained the science of habits, breaking it down into a simple cycle. A cue triggers a craving, which leads to a response, and finally, a reward that reinforces the behavior. "Master this cycle," he said, "and you can control your life." It's not about willpower, it's about making success inevitable. I was skeptical, but Leonardo had an effortless way of making things sound simple. Most people fail because they try to change everything at once. The key is to start small and be consistent, he continued. If you want to start reading, don't aim for an hour a day. Start with 1 page. If you want to exercise, don't sign up for a 2-hour gym session. Do 1 push-up. Small wins build momentum. I decided to give it a try. That night, I placed a book on my pillow and committed to reading just 1 page before bed. It felt trivial, almost ridiculous, but within days, I found myself reading more without even thinking about it. 1 page turned into 10, then 20. The momentum was real. One evening, I told Leonardo how easy it had become. He chuckled. That's the magic of compounding habits. Small actions, repeated daily, lead to exponential growth. He then introduced me to another principle making. Good habits, easy and obvious. Willpower is overrated, he said. If something is easy and obvious, you'll do it without resistance. Want to work out more? Lay out your gym clothes the night before. Want to drink more water? Keep a bottle on your desk. Reduce the friction, and the habit will stick. I took his advice seriously. I started placing my running shoes near the door, keeping my journal on my bedside table, and arranging my environment in a way that made good habits effortless. It worked. The less effort required, the more consistent I became. As I progressed, I realized that staying motivated was another challenge. Motivation is fleeting, Leonardo told me. You need to train your brain to crave good habits. That's where positive reinforcement comes in. He explained how small celebrations triggered dopamine, the brain's reward chemical, making us more likely to repeat good behavior. I started tracking my progress, creating a streak calendar, and checking off each successful day. Something fascinating happened. Seeing my progress fueled my motivation. Missing a day felt like breaking a sacred promise to myself. The habit loop was strengthening, but I still struggled with breaking bad habits. My biggest weakness was mindless scrolling on social media, something that drained my time and energy. Don't just try to quit, Leonardo advised. Replace it with something better. The brain resists a vacuum, but if you swap a bad habit with a beneficial one, it adapts. So, I made a rule before I could check my phone. I had to read at least one page of a book. At first, it was annoying, but soon I found myself choosing books over endless scrolling. I even started journaling before bed, something I never thought I'd enjoy. Leonardo also emphasized the power of accountability. You're more likely to stick to habits if someone is watching, he said. Accountability increases habit adherence by 95%. So, we became accountability partners. Every Sunday, we'd meet and review our progress. I also started using habit tracking apps, and the simple act of reporting my progress to someone else kept me consistent. The fear of admitting failure was powerful. Weeks turned into months, and what started as tiny changes became a complete transformation. I was reading every day, exercising regularly, and most importantly, feeling in control of my life. One day, as we sat in a quiet cafe, I reflected on the journey. I feel like a different person, Leonardo. But what about you? What's the biggest habit that changed your life? He leaned back, thinking. Journaling, he said. Years ago, I started writing down my thoughts, wins, failures, and lessons. It helped me reflect, stay focused, and improve over time. Inspired, I started journaling too. At first, it felt strange, but soon I realized its power. Writing things down brought clarity, helping me recognize patterns, strengths, and areas for growth. But this journey wasn't just about me. As I embraced these habits, people around me noticed. Friends, colleagues, even strangers started asking what had changed. I began sharing what I learned, guiding others on their journeys. One of my colleagues, struggling with procrastination, took my advice to start small. Instead of attempting to write an entire report in one sitting, he committed to just 5 minutes a day. A month later, he had developed a daily writing habit and was more productive than ever. I realized then that habits aren't just personal, they have a ripple effect. When we improve ourselves, we inspire change in others. Today, as I speak to groups of young professionals, I see the same questions in their eyes that I once had. How do I change my life? They wonder. And I tell them what Leonardo once told me. We are nothing but the sum of our habits. Master them, and you master your future. The journey of 1,000 miles doesn't begin with a single step. It begins with a single habit. So, what's the one small change you'll make today?